This conference will now be recorded.
Last class, we have been talking about the REST services. We have been seeing the scenario where a third-party system requesting us, how or who will receive the request, what will we do in our system, and how we will respond back to the request. We do it by REST services, using a REST services. Yesterday, I created a REST services. You see that, right? Because I don't have a third party control, right? Third party system, I don't have access. So we used Workbench. From the Workbench, we requested Salesforce, right? Salesforce got the data, it saved the data, and it responded back with status and account ID, right? Using what? Using post method. Using what? Using post method. Now today's class we will see how to use get method. The two well-known popular method is post and get in the real time. Most of the time 99% it will be get. So let's see. Get is complex to write, easy to use. Post is easy to write, complex to use. Why? Because they have to put all the request in the body, not in the link URL. We have been, if you remember that most API postal service, what get on the link itself, I'm passing the value, right? Postal code, right? Utrace get, right? Currency layer get. Everywhere I'm using get. In real time, it's all get. So let's see get today. I'm logging with Rupam @of91.com, password CRM1234 hash. Oh, no, INDIA 1234 hash, right? I'm getting into to my environment. After logging to my environment, I will go ahead and open my developer console. So let it come. So I click on developer console, setup developer console, opening my developer console. I'll open the same yesterday's class. I'll do the programming there itself. You can see that. This is what? No. Close, close. File, open, right? Classes. What I will say classes, right? REST, REST. REST receive service. That's what we created yesterday. I'm opening it. System opens up. This is what? Post. I created a post service. Post. Same thing, I will do one more. Get now. I will do the programming here. I will write one more method with get. We did with post. Now we will do with get. HTTP, I will say @HTTP get. The way you said HTTP post, I will say HTTP get. HTTP post, here I will say HTTP get. And then I will write a string method. Here I have written global static string call me. I will say global static string, right? I will give invoke me or invoke. Invoke. I'm giving some name. There in the method itself, we were capturing the data. But here, no. In the method, I'm writing the get now. I showed you post last class. This was the post, what we did yesterday. Now I'm writing the get method. Get, HTTP get, right? HTTP get. First, what you have to do? You have to go ahead and on the link from the website, from the website, I have to read the link. I have to read the data. I have to read the data. From the website, I have to read the data. Right? From the website, I have to read the data. Right? So let's do it. Let's do it. So how to read the data from the website? Because where they will give the data, they will give it on the link. Where they will do, they will give it on the link. If you see yesterday's diagram, on this, in the post method, it will be in the body, in the request body. But now today we will say get method. I am saying get. I am writing get method. In the get method, the data will be not be on the body. The data will be on the link itself. The data will be on the link itself. On the link here, question mark, name equals to, name equals to, name equals to ABC, and phone equals to, phone equals to 222, and INDUSTRY, industry is equals to banking. See, on the link. In get, the data is given on the link. In post, the link remains same. The data is transferred to the body. From now, that's the reason if it's in the body, I can directly pass it to the method. But if it's in the link, I have to read this link and I have to get the data out. How to read the link is the question. To read a link, what I will do? To read a link, I will say REST, REST request. REST request. There is a class available called REST request. I will say request. REST request equals to, right? REST context dot, see, dot request. Go to the REST API endpoint. This is the class. There's a one more class I'm introducing. REST request class. REST request class. This class will help you to capture the data from where? From the link. From the third party, whatever the data reference we received, from that link, the data will be captured and it will store in the request because they are requesting us, right? Now, whatever the data that comes in, what I have to do? What format it will come? It will come in a key value format. Name, value, phone, value, industry, value, right? It will come in this format. Everyone clear what I'm doing, right? So what does this step will do, right? To retrieve data from endpoint, from the endpoint to retrieve or read the data, to retrieve or read the data from the endpoint. Perfect. Now that whole endpoint data is read. Which endpoint data? This one. This piece will be stored. System will see, right? And it will go ahead, right? After the question mark. After the question mark, this, what is this class? What is this program that we have just written will do? This written will understand HTTP. It's a protocol. All these are link, path. After the question mark, query starts. It will take the query. It will put the query here. It will read the data from the query. That's the work what I'm doing here. Now, there we go, right? Whatever we read, right? This will be a map data type, key value. So map up what? String comma string. Name is a string, value is Rupam, that's also string. So always read it at string comma string. Remember that. What is that? What is that? I will say you can give any name, right? I can go ahead and I can say, right, what I can go ahead and I can say, you can give anything. You can say what? URL map, URL map, right? URL map. Whatever the data that was passed in the URL, I'm saying URL map equals to, where is that? Request. In this, the data is stored. Request dot params. All the parameters, all the parameters that we captured, right, from that endpoint will be stored in the request. Request dot params. All the parameters will be passed as name Ravi, phone 222, industry banking, key value, so map. Perfectly done, right? So I will say passing values to map variable, passing values to map variable, passing values to a map variable, passing values to a map variable. Done. I have passed. Now we will get back to our same thing what we did here. I can actually copy and paste, but let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and write rather than copying and pasting. First, system.json generator JS equals same programming. What I did on the top, now I'm doing the same programming. System.json generator JS equals to, right, same thing. JSON dot, what is that? Create generator. This JSON dot create generator, because we have to give a response, right? True. Yes, pretty true. It will come in 2 lines. True. I'm saying pretty equals to true, right? Then I have to start writing JS dot, what is that? WRIT, write start object. Whenever write, then I have to end somewhere. JS dot, right? What is that? WRIT, JS dot, what is that? WRIT, write end object. Start writing, end writing. Once you're done with your writing, you have to give the response. I will say, what is that? String result equals to, what is that? JS dot get as string. Whatever we started writing, right? And then I will say return what? Whenever somebody is calling this method, it will return the result. Over. Same thing I did, guys. Whatever I did yesterday, starting, ending of object, and finally getting the output. In between, now I have to write whatever I want to write. In this result, what I want to write, I told you that we will give the response in that what? Status and account ID. So that I have to write, no? So that I have to do inside this writing now. Inside this, I will say try watch, try catch statement. If there's error, it will catch it, right? Try. If there's error, go to the catch. I will say exception E is a try catch. What do you want to try? I want to insert an account. So same thing yesterday's program. ACCOUNT account AC account. What I have taken on the top, ACC. Let's take here also ACC. ACC equals to new account. Equals to new account. Now here you see that acc.name equals to the name that I received in the post. Whatever the method received, I'm passing there. But here method is not receiving. Where the data is in the link. From the link we use REST request and it is in the request. From the request I transfer the data to the URL map. Where the data is in the URL map. Now passing the values to the map. So all the data that was received is in the URL map. So here the program will be little different. acc.name is equals to what? Where is the data? Data is in the URL map. URL map, it's a map data type. Dot, right? Dot get. Map dot get. What will get? Right? Whatever is there in the name, whatever they have entered, get the value of that and assign it to the name. Get the value of that, assign it to the name. Next, acc dot, what else we have taken? Phone. Where is that? Where is the data? The data is in this map. URL dot, that's a map. Map dot get. What to get? I'll give the key, it will give me the value. Key is phone. Then whatever the data that was entered called 888 will be passed to phone. Next, last, acc dot industry. equals to, where is the data? Data is stored in this map dot get. Map dot get. Get what? Get the industry. Get the industry. Right? See, I got the industry. Now I will say insert ACC. Insert ACC. I will insert ACC. Then after inserting, I will have to write. Same thing, guys. I'll copy from here. Same program I'm doing here. In the place of name, I'm just mapping with this. So I'll copy the same thing. Control C. I paste here. If it's an error, Control C. I paste it here. If it's an error, js.write. ACC is not there. Here it's not ACC. Right? It's ACC? Yes, because I'm inserting ACC. So ACC. Right? Right? JS. JS dot. See? Control S. Over. The only difference between get method and post method. In the post method, the method itself will have the value. In get, the method will not contain the value. You have to read the value from the link. I have to read the value from the link. So what I'm doing to read this, these are the 2-step extra I've performed. This step is not there on the top. Otherwise, the program is same ditto program. They're also JSON.write. They're also try same program. Over. Control S. See, one method, one class containing 2 methods. This is a post method. Here it is a get method. Post method, get method. Post method, get method. Now, shall we test the get method? This is the get method. Let's test the get method. Control S. To test it, what I have to do? I have to go to the workbench. Because third party has to request. Right? I don't know how to request third party can request. So I will say workbench. Workbench. I go to the workbench. I open the workbench. I say I agree. I go here. Workbench. Right. I go to utilities. I go to the REST Explorer. This time I will select what? Get method, not post. If I say post, then I have to put in the body. I will say get. Get what? Is it data? No. Services. What is that? APEX. Apex REST REST. What is the name that we gave? Our method. We gave a name of the method is what? Create account. Pseudo name. It will never expose my real name. So create account. After that, question mark. Question mark. Name equals to. What is that? ABC. ABC get empty. ABC get method name. And phone. Oh, phone equals to. What is that phone equals to? Phone equals to, I will say what? 11223344. And what is that? Industry. Industry is equals to what? I will say education. See, where I'm passing the data? I'm passing the data on the link. What is my link? Control C. This is my endpoint URL. What is my link? See, the same way I gave you, the same thing I'm doing. What is my link? My link is this. In front of this, I just need to put HTTP. This is my link. Endpoint URL is over. See, endpoint URL. This is my endpoint URL. This is my endpoint URL. This is my endpoint URL. ap16.salesforce.com/service/apex rest/create account. And I will tell people, I'll write a documentation that you have to pass name like this, phone number you have to pass like this. You have to form this endpoint URL. If you're able to form this endpoint URL, now click on execute. Let's wait for the response. See, let's see the response. See, status success, account ID got created. Earlier I gave in the body, now I gave them where? On the link. Earlier when I say post, I gave here name, phone. Link was there, the body was there. Now in a get, all the data is here. Let's see in the Salesforce it got created or not. App manager, right? View all. I go to sales. I go to account. So that it will be created there. ABC get method. See, ABC get method. From where? From the link. Anybody calling to this link, system will go ahead and create. Anybody calling to this link, system will create an account. You can name equals to, right? You can change it. REST technologies. Phone number equals to 999. Click on execute. It's requesting. Show the raw response. See, success ID. I go here. I'll be able to see REST tech. So the system is creating it. It's working. It's working. Suppose somebody doesn't give the name. Name is blank, for example. They don't give name. They start with phone and industry. Execute. Right? Response. So that status failed. Account ID. Insertion failed. Right? As the required field is missing. Insertion failed. Required field missing. Because you didn't get the name. And right, you got a response. You got a response. And you got the response from here. Right? Response. So that we used what type of method? We have used the get method. In get method, we pass the data on the link only, URL. In post method, we don't pass it on the link. We pass it where? We keep the link till here blank. And then we pass the data here. We pass the data here. We pass the data here. Right? Same thing. What is that? We pass in a JSON format. Name. Name is what? This is what we did yesterday. Same service receiving both get and post. Right? Name equals to what? I will say that raw response technology. Raw response technology. Right? Comma. Industry. Phone. Phone is what? 111. Can I execute? Execute. Do I get a response? Yes. Status success. You go here, you'll be able to see. In post, we see raw response technology. It got created. So in post, what we did? In post, we give in body. In get, we don't have a body. We pass it on the URL itself. We pass it on the URL itself with question mark data. Everyone clear? Right? How to write a REST API? This is a REST API I've written. REST API. You will start with @REST resource. Whether you want a get method, whether you want a post method, that's your choice. In real time, you have 90%, 99% I can say get. 1% or little percentage is post. So I've shown you both now, REST and post. Clear now? Yes, everybody is able to understand. right?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? See how the integration is easy. Next, I will share some program with you for connecting FB, Facebook, connecting LinkedIn, but they will not work, right? I'll share some program with you with FB integration, Salesforce FB integration, Salesforce LinkedIn integration. I'll share some program, right? But that will not work. The reason, earlier sales FB was open. Anybody could access FB data the way we have been accessing postal code, India postal code. But later there was some, analytical scam happened, if you remember, with the Facebook data, right? Recently, 1 year back, right? All the Facebook data was been hacked, and they started using Facebook data. Analytical, some analytical company got booked. Do you remember Facebook analytical scam? Anybody heard? Your Facebook data is not safe. It got exposed.
Yes.
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 Some
Yes, sir.
Indian company was also booked, right? All the election campaign in the Facebook was, some analytics was FB, right? There was a hack. There's a scam happened. There's a hack. Cambridge Analytical data scandal. You remember? Right. This is the one. The name. Cambridge data. Right. Millions of data was taken from, right. And in India also it came up, right. Some political party used those data for campaigns and everything. So after that case, Facebook has blocked all the APIs. After that case, now see that people can openly access the FB data, right? FB API. This Facebook API, developer dot, right? Facebook API. Now it is only for registered companies. See, FB documentation. This documentation used to work earlier. Now this documentation, even if you go see, they are giving you a complete how to publish a post behalf of you. How can you see all the ads? Only political ads will come in your, right, about BJP, only Congress, because your data has been controlled by API. Some third party Cambridge Analytics is capturing all the data, and they are pushing, right, on those data. They are pushing some post. They are trying to influence, right, people mind, or they want to advertise only the political campaign. So, right, since then, Facebook has blocked, not only Facebook, Twitter has blocked, right? Till today, Facebook CEO, everybody asks the same question till today. That scam, they are not, right? Yesterday in, US Parliament Congress, your Facebook, Amazon, and Google CEO, they were been called and they have been bombarded, right? If you have heard this news, I don't know whether you
Yes,
heard or not.
yes,
Yes or
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
US
Sir.
Congress,
Yeah, Apple,
they have
Amazon,
asked
Facebook, and Google.
Apple, Amazon, right, and Facebook, right?
Facebook, Google, and Amazon, Apple. Four.
They call the Facebook CEOs. Congress grilled. See, CEO of Amazon, Apple is alive.
Yes,
US
sir.
Parliament has summoned them, and see your Zuckerberg's statement to the Senate's. You can see he was unable to answer some questions. He was given a tough that your data is not safe. See, Facebook CEO grilled in US Congress. Apple CEO, but mostly Facebook has faced the criticism compared to other, right? Apple and Amazon, small questions, but in Facebook, he was not able to answer also, right? Grilled by, see, everywhere you will see Facebook. Because of that, right, all the APIs are blocked. Facebook has blocked all the APIs. Only limited recognized company, genuine company, they are sharing the data. Earlier it was an open. 1.5 year back, it was an open API. I could have shown you FB connection through Facebook, through Salesforce. As soon as you create account, automatically in the Facebook I can post Hooray! An account created called as Ravi Technology. I would have posted. As soon as you go to account, you click a new account and you save an account. New account, you create account, you hit the save. Immediately in the Facebook, in your account, one post will be done. I just created one account. I would have shown you that. But because of this blocked API, I cannot show you those. However, I'll share you the program. You can keep it as a reference. In a real-time company, if you have a Facebook integration, you can immediately refer to this code and you can watch. I will share you with this one and LinkedIn, both. LinkedIn also I'll show. LinkedIn program. How to write a LinkedIn class. Right? Now the next thing. Next thing is that SOAP API. Right? We did the REST service where we are using JSON generator. Right? These are all REST services. Suppose I want to give a response in XML. Here I'm giving the response in what? In JSON. Somebody requesting and they are requesting in JSON, we are giving in JSON. Somebody will request in JSON and I'll give the response in. Somebody will send a, third-party system will send me the request through what? Through a link like this. I will give the response not in JSON, but I'll give in XML. That's what we will see in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class, I will show you how to write a SOAP API. How to write a SOAP API. How to write a SOAP API. SOAP API class. Right? Okay, somebody is asking me, explain the first line of the program. Okay, right? In post, data is in the body. Whenever the data is in the body, this is the post, you can directly read the data. I can read what the data has been passed. What is the name? What is the phone? What is the industry? In get, the data is on the link, not on the body. So I'm not reading. Now I'm in the get. I'm not reading the data from the directly. I cannot read it. I have to use this REST request class. REST request class will help you to get the request form. Whatever the request formatted or form was done, it will be captured. To retrieve or read the data from the endpoint URL, it will remove the URL. It will remove the URL. When I say remove the URL, it will delete this piece and it will take only which piece? This piece. Phone equals to 999 and industry equals to education. This will be captured by whom? By this REST request. And the data will be stored where? In the request. Now I'm creating a map, key value, name, Rupam, phone 777, industry, banking. It looks like what? Key value. Both are string. So what I'm saying, I'm creating a map variable. On that, whatever the request that I read, request.params, all the parameters from the request, only the parameters pass it to the URL map. And that I'm using here. URL.get, map.get. From the map, get the name, whatever the value is there, it will be transferred to name. Get the label phone, whatever the corresponding value is there, put it to phone. Get the value industry, whatever the label is, whatever the value is there, pass it to the industry. That's how it's working. We need to read the data from the link. To read the data, these are the 2-line commands we have to add in get. Otherwise, everything is same. There is no change anywhere. Everything is same as it is. The only thing is this two. This two changes. Otherwise, from here, everything is same. You can see that JS to written. Same. Clear now? That's it for today. Short class. We'll stop here. Tomorrow we will see SOAP API. How to write a SOAP API.
Sir,
Tomorrow
suppose if I share multiple accounts for
you cannot share multiple accounts. One by one accounts only you have to share. You have to send multiple lists then, right? I have to put a multiple list.
Yeah.
Multiple link I have to create. I have to put this link in a loop. If I want to share 20, then 20, this whole link I have to put in a loop, call 20 times. Able to understand? You have to put this in a loop, and every time you have to pass the value, different value. At a time, I can't pass. Able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. At least with get no, but post yes. In the post body you can. It will be very complex. So now go with simple. Whatever you're saying, name. This is the first account. Can I have one more account? Yes. Like this. What is my response? My response will look like this. Oh, sorry.
We can't share
Probably back.
with the get, right, sir? Multiple accounts.
Right. We cannot at this moment. It will be a little bit complex. So don't get into that now. Okay.
Hmm.
So you can see that. I can go ahead and I can create like this. Second, XX technology, right? I say get, sorry, post, right? I have to remove this URL, Control X. Execute. It's executing, right? See, I got a parser error. So currently, just go by one, guys. 111. Everybody will request one. Nobody will send you 100 data at a time. If they want to send 100 data, then they will write in a loop and they will send one by one. Getting it?
No, sir. No, sir. Suppose already existing data. I'm talking about.
So what will happen? Right? It will give an error.
Yeah. Suppose if I have 100 accounts in my account
Uh,
section, how can I share
yeah.
that particular data with the third party?
So you know how to serialize. Didn't we do that? We did that already. Did that exercise
Uh,
in
that's way.
XML? I already did that. In
Okay.
XML,
Okay.
if you remember that, in serialization, I said limit 4, limit
Yes.
5.
Yes.
Then
Okay.
5 accounts I'm sending. You can say limit 100, limit 200, limit 1000, limit 10,000. No limit at all.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
You can serialize and send it in XML. Here somebody is requesting, and I am giving the response.
Giving. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Able to
Yeah.
understand? Yes or no? Now, same question I'll give you. Somebody request with a right homework. Same question, right? On the link, I should be able to pass get what? Question mark city equals to HYD. If somebody sends me this, I should be able to send him a full list of, in my account, there are 100 cities are there. Search the 100 cities, right? Let's say that there are 100 accounts with Hyderabad. All the 100 has to be returned. That's your question, right? Same question I'm taking, and I'm right. Let's assume that somebody said, and a third party wants all the accounts with city Hyderabad. How can I do that? How can I do that? Same thing. There's nothing rocket science. How many of you think can do that? How many of you can think they can do that? You want me to create file, new class? What I will say? I will say, right? REST underscore SERVIC service, right? Multiple data or let's service give data. I'm creating one more service. I'll copy and paste, guys. First thing, copy this. Give a unique name. My not create account, get account. Get account. Not public GLOBL global. Right? First step is done. Second step, I will not take post, I will take get. I will not take post, I will take get. Right? I'm just copying this all now. Okay. Control C. Because same thing you will be here. I'm only giving a get service. Right? I'm removing try catch. Right? What? First, in this link, somebody will give me a data. That data I will read. Same step. I will pass it to the map. I have to give a response. I have to start here. Then what I will do, right? First, I will retrieve the data. List of ACCOUNT. Same program I have taken the get one, ACCOUNT account, list of account. What is that? List is account list AL equals to, I will write an SQL query. Select what? Select name, comma, phone, comma, PAX, name का phone का industry, whatever the field that you want, from account, where billing city
Hyderabad.
is equals to, no, the Hyderabad has to come from where? From that text. Now I will say string CITY, string, right? String, right? Receive city, R city equals to, where is the city? City is in the map. URL dot get. Same command I'm copying from here, guys. URL dot get what? Get me, right? In the link they will say, in the link what they will be entering, right? Let's say that I create a field called as city, so I say city. Whatever the data that enter in the city, that will be now taken and stored in where? City. That will be read and that will be stored where? In city, right? Wait, what happened? Any problem? Okay, there's a mistake. That city I will pass, say, where billing city is equals to what? Right? Billing city is equals to, what is that? I've declared a string city. Billing city is equals to city. Billing city equals to city.
RCT, sir.
Right? No, not R city. Oh, R city, sorry. That's correct. I've taken R city now. R city. Now the data is pulled and stored in L. Now you have to form, right? What do you have to form? You have to form the, right? You have to form the structure. You want to give a response in what? JSON or H, right? You want to give a, in what? JSON or XML, right? I want to give a JSON or XML. For each account, I want to write. So for loop, for, right? Here, F4, for what? For every account, ACCOUNT account, each account is to AL. Each account is to L. Now I will say, what do you want to write? Right? I want to write this. What? JS.write. Right? Able to understand, guys, what I'm saying? Yes or no? Right? We used to, if you go back to now JSON programming, how many of you remember the JSON programming? Right? How many of you remember the JSON programming? Most of you have forgotten now. What is the JSON programming? Right? Most of you don't even remember how to start writing, right? So JSON dot, what do you want to write? Right? Now I will start writing here. I've pulled the data, right? After pulling the data, what I will do, right? I will go ahead and I will start writing. JSON dot write. I will say what? Name, right? Name. Here I will say EA dot name. EA dot name. Over. Next. What else? What are the fields that you want to give as an output? Next. JSON dot, I will say mobile phone or registered phone. What is that? EA dot phone. Next. JS dot, right? One by one system will start doing it. JSON dot, not after the registered phone, I will say, right? Business type equals to EA dot industry. Did I pull industry? Yes. So it will give a label called business type, and here banking. Register phone 777. I'm not disclosing my own. Once the loop is done, stop writing, get the output. What is that? Receive the data from the link, pass it to a value. With that city, pull the data, write a first statement. For each account, this will loop. If there are 20 times it will write. I'll get a 20 output. Over billing city. You can go ahead and you can execute this now. First of all, I should have a data. Let's say that I go to response, I go to let's say that Komla Tech. I'm opening Komla Tech, right? I go to details. In the billing city, I will place Komla Tech. Billing city is what? Here it is billing address. Billing city equals to, I'm saying HYD. Billing city equals to HYD. HYD only. Remember that. Save. Komla Tech. Same way, one more, I'll go and I'll say what? Josna Tech. I'm opening. Details. Scrolling down. Billing city is blank now. I will say HYD. HYD. Oh, what happened? There are two data that have HYD now. Now that means whenever somebody calls this service, how to call? I have to call it through a REST Explorer. Get. What is my service name now? My service name is get account. Not create account, get account. City equals to HYD, right? Execute. System is giving. See, we got an error, apex error, right? JSON null point error, null point, right? So system is pulling some null details. Why null details? Right here, phone was null. That's the reason. Billing city is picking it. You remember that null error I used to got? Then I in XML also I got the same error. If you remember, null error. Then I said phone number not equals to null.
Not
You
equal
remember?
to null. Yes,
Right.
sir.
So here I have to add and phone number is not equal to null and industry is not equal to null. Pull the data where it's not null, because null will give an error, because it's trying to register phone number null has null. It's trying to take. See, it'll work. That's it. Not only 100. So what they are doing, they are passing a keyword called Hyderabad. System will give you 1000 response back. In that JSON, 1000 accounts will be there. I can give the response in JSON. I can give the response in, right? This, right? You can see. Go ahead. Josna Tech phone number is there. Industry was blank. Industry was there. Okay, fine. Next, any Hyderabad. I don't know there any account with Hyderabad or not. Komla Tech, right there. Let us see the phone number is there. The phone number could be null. That's the reason it's giving an error. Right. I go to the details. Phone number was there. Right. Industry is also there. Phone is there. Industry is there. Right. So perfect. There could be some other account which is having a null error. Maybe there might be some other Hyderabad, right? Where billing city is Hyderabad. How do I know where it is? Right? Go to the SQL query. Right? Select name, same program you copy. Where billing city is equals to what? HYD. HYD. Okay, fine. System is executing. See that? So many Hyderabad, even odd technology. See, Komla has the phone number and industry, not a problem. But whenever it's coming to odd even technology, they are also HYD, and this you see that industry is blank, null error. That's the reason. System is giving null error. Understood now the programming? To your question, I created one more REST service. This service will give all the data, name, phone number, business phone number. It will give response back in JSON. Right? Null error. If you want, we can change the data to both the data we will change. Right? Josna Tech will change it to what? KPHB. I'm just changing for the moment a unique which nobody has, right? KPHP save, right? KPHP saved, right? Billing address equals to KPHP. Perfect. Next, right? Details, let me check. I'm changing it to KPHP save. Now let me go ahead and see in the programming right here where billing city equals to KPHP. How many it's pulling? Oh, not a single records. Why? Where billing city is equals to KPHP. Did I give a KPHP? Right, billing city KPHP. Let me see. Oh, it's not saving. Okay, why on the Visualforce page? I have to scroll down and I have to change it then. See, I don't have a data. That's the reason it's giving error. Right, I go to details. See, it's not changed. So I change it here. Is equals to KPHP. KPHP. Save. One data I created. Next, one more. What was that? Komla Tech. Open it. Go to the details. It's still showing what? Hyderabad. Scroll down. Change it to KPHP. KPHP. Save. Now let me go ahead and run this query. I should get 2 accounts. Execute. Right? So execute. See, 2 accounts. 2 accounts. No nulls. Right. Now we will go ahead with the rest. Execute. Still I got an error. What is that? Null argument. JSON.
Equal to
JSON
Hyderabad.
right.
Change Hyderabad to KH.
Have to
Sorry.
change.
Oh,
ch-
I change. Oh, change to Hyderabad to KPHP. KPHP. Execute. See, you got a success. See the response. 2 accounts are there. Josna Tech, registered phone number 555, business type is energy. Next, Komla Tech, registered phone number is 88999, business type is banking. If there are 100 accounts, it will give you 100 in the response. And they will use a JSON parser and they will take out the accounts out. See,
Sir,
done.
excuse me, sir. Is
Yep.
here any case sensitive is there, sir?
Case sensitive is just not the data, but the label. Label is a case sensitive. Data can be, KPHP. Data is not the case sensitive. But whereas label is case sensitive. If I just put C capital, you'll see it will give an error now. Execute. See, error.
Okay, sir.
This field labels are case sensitive, guys. But whereas data is not. Here small, that means in the programming also you have to give small. In the programming also I have to give small city. Right? Here is my give data. City, small. City, small. City. If I'm using small, this city, that city should match. See, now somebody asks, how can I give a data? See, I'm pulling with an SQL list of all billing city. Somebody is giving me a phone number. With that matching phone number, if I find 20 accounts, I'll give response 20 back. Clear now? Yes. Here I'm not saving anything.
Yes, sir.
I'm just, somebody is giving me, it's querying my system. Somebody can query my system and we will give them a JSON. We are serializing it. We are giving in a JSON format. They will receive in a JSON format. They will deserialize in their system. Clear? Everyone understood? Right? See how simple it is. It's just that you need to know the logic. If you know the logic, that's enough. You can build anything by yourself. Tomorrow's class, we'll talk about SOAP API. The way we have seen REST services, how to write a SOAP services. And then I will show you one live SOAP integration with AWS, Amazon Web Service. I will show you. And then we will say Tata bye-bye. That's you have enough for you to go ahead and do integration in the real time. right? I'll show you one more live integration with AWS, Amazon Web Service. How to do that? Because I told you all my integration class will be live, no dummy integrations, live. So I'll show you one more live integration. Guys, are you able to get the confidence on integration now? Yes. Yes or no?
Sir, yes, sir. Only one thing. Can we handle this nulls with any blank values? Because there might be in a system that a lot of fields will be blank, so we
Yes,
can't
why
put
not?
data for each
See,
and
see, see.
every
One minute.
field, correct?
Got it. Simple question. Need not to give me this much details. Simple line. Can we handle? Tell me how will you handle null? How will you handle null? Why can't I write a if statement here? If, right? Every field I will put if. You can handle. Let's go ahead. Right, guys? You have learned in a development. If,
Yes.
right? If. Can't you put in an if? If what? If name cannot be null. If phone is equals to. If phone is not equals to null, then JS dot write, control X, JS dot write. Else, if it's null, else, I'm doing a handling, right? JS dot, don't write the phone. Just say that no phone or null. If it's not null, then write the phone ID. If it's then put this no phone. Same way I have to do if else for all of them. Same way I have to do the if else for all of them. Able to understand, guys? You don't need a
Yes.
JSON technology. You need to have your own technology. If now we'll check the industry also. If I'm whatever the fields I'm placing. If industry EA dot phone. If EA dot industry. You shouldn't be asking me this question. You should use your own brain. Is not equals to null. If it's not equal to null, then write the industry. Control X, write the industry. Else, if it's null, then write industry as no industry. No industry or null. On the data, null will be printed. Right? For name, I need not to do that because name is always a compulsory field. So, first line, over. All my exception handling is done now. Now I don't need to worry about it anything. I can type even Hyderabad also. I can write even Hyderabad also. Control S. That's the way you'll be handling, guys. Right? If EA, what happened? EA, else. Anywhere I missed anything? Right?
In line number 16, we have pasted it inside the if. So
Oh,
Out
what
of
is
the
this?
list.
Control X, it should be in the top. Here it should be. First line. Then I will check the phone. Then Control S. Let's see. All gone, error. Over. Name directly, because name cannot be blank. It's a compulsory field. Phone can be left blank. If the phone is not blank, then write the phone number. Else, write as no phone. Next, if phone is not null, then write whatever is there in the database. If not, then write null or no business. Over. Now it will not give you any error. You type Hyderabad, no null error will come. Clear now? Right? I already told you this. This is already done long back. Not null. Or I can put in the query. If you put in the query, then all the nulls will be removed. No, I want that. No, sometime phone number might not be there. Then this is the way you will handle. Got it, guys? Everyone? Yes.
yes, sir.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
You execute it.
Yes, sir.
100% will work. No issue. Execute it. It will work 100%. Equals to Hyderabad. execute. Right. Wait, see, I got a success now. Earlier, when I say Hyderabad, I was getting error because there are all null Hyderabad are there. Now you see that response. No business. Type no business. Wherever the phone is there, it's giving phone. Wherever phone is not there, it's not giving. Even our Technology Private Limited, registered phones 10. Business type, no business. Next, even our Technology Private Limited, phone number 11. See, 11 phone number. 11 business type, no business. Next, even our Technology Private Limited, phone number 12, business type, no business. See, earlier I was getting null error. Now I'm not getting a null error. Same Hyderabad. So all these things you can go ahead and you can decide how to handle it. You know if else statement now. Right. That's it for today. Thank you guys. Let's meet tomorrow with the SOAP services. Yes.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, can you explain delete method, sir?
Right. Okay, then I'll put a delete method. But remember that in real time, we don't put delete method. There are a lot of methods are there. In real time, we don't write delete method, right? Will you allow someone to delete in your database for learning purpose, right? Learn how much is required. All the extras you can do after you get a job, right? Learn patch method, put method, head method. Delete, you in real time, no company will allow an API delete. No company, no integration you will find delete. Tell me, will you be able to, will you allow delete of your account from third party system? No. You asked, I can show you, but don't confuse yourself. Too much learning is also harmful to your health. Remember this very well. 99% you will have get. Along with that, I gave you post. If you want, I can cover all those, put, patch, because that is my day-to-day life I'm doing, right? But it's not required for you, right? If you want to do a research, you do a research. Salesforce delete method, REST delete method. Go ahead. In Google, you have so many documentation now. You do not depend on me, right? SFDC, REST, delete method. Go ahead, do a research. Delete a record, REST. See, multiple is there. They will not. No.
Only get and
99%, whichever integration you go, 99.99% is get and post. Open any API, get and post, get and post. Facebook will never allow any type of deletion, right? Twitter will not allow any type of deletion. No company will allow any type of deletion. You can get the data, you can see the data, you can post the data, but deletion is such an operation which every integration restricts. However, if you have a requirement, it's there that you can do a research and you can find it out, not a problem. Right now you got the structure how this HTTP is done. Yes. Any other questions, guys?
And in the get method, if you want to create 10 accounts, we have to type in the URL 10 names, account names.
No. If then don't use get, then use post. If you want to handle multiple, then why do you want to use get? You do post. In the body, you can give in a JSON 10. So get the body, deserialize it, get the data, take it.
Okay.
Right. This is a JSON, right? You know that from a JSON, how can I read the data? Right. This is right. I'm reading as a map. All the data will be stored. That means map of map it will store. From there, I have to take it out and then I have to create an account. Same thing. Right here, I have to read the data. So the same thing I will write where? I will write in post. In post, you can put it in right there. So you have to think a little bit. All the technologies that you've learned so far, think on it. In a body, I can, in a link, I cannot send city Hyderabad again city Hyderabad. No. Link in get only one I can send. But in a post, I have a body. That's where I can send multiple, one more, right? Whenever somebody is requesting, they will never send multiple, they will send only single. Your response would be multiple. You give one IP address, on that there'll be 100 matching. You get one phone number, there'll be 100 matches they will give you in response. Response will have multiple. But whereas whenever you're sending, it's unique, mostly the cases. Right? So that's it, guys. Let's meet tomorrow. We will start with SOAP service. Thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye-bye, guys.